Have you ever wondered if some of the symptoms you face daily might have an unnoticed cause? Vitamin D deficiency is one of those underestimated conditions that can silently be compromising your health. The most surprising thing is that you could be experiencing clear signs of this deficiency without even knowing it. And you know what's even more intriguing? These symptoms aren't the ones we typically associate with a vitamin deficiency, but directly impact your well-being and quality of life. Now, think for a moment. You could be dealing with unexplained fatigue, body aches, or even sudden mood swings. And perhaps the solution to all this is as simple as adjusting your vitamin D levels. Yes, you read that right. Vitamin D, often only remembered for its relationship with bone health, actually plays vital roles in many bodily functions. Ignoring these symptoms could be costing you much more than you realize. Want to know more? Let me show you 9 surprising symptoms that a lack of vitamin D could be causing in your body, and you'll understand why paying attention to this might be the most important step in improving your health. After all, when the body speaks, it's better to listen. Let's go. Head sweating. Did you know that excessive head sweating, especially during minimal activities or even at rest, could be a sign of something deeper? This often overlooked symptom is one of the first indicators of a possible vitamin D deficiency. Surprising, isn't it? When we think of vitamin D, most people imagine something related to bones or the immune system. But the truth is, this vitamin plays a much broader role in the body, even regulating functions that may seem disconnected at first glance. Head sweating, something common even in babies, can be an early warning sign that your vitamin D levels are low. Imagine a person who, even on cold days or without significant effort, feels a constant sweat trickling down their forehead. This could be your body trying to communicate. Low vitamin D levels can disrupt the body's temperature control function. And this is just the tip of the iceberg when we talk about the hidden symptoms of this deficiency. Many people don't associate these signs with a lack of vitamin D, but a closer look could change this perception and bring solutions before the problems worsen. So, if you've noticed this out-of-place sweating, it might be time to pay more attention to your vitamin D levels. Investing in a routine that includes sun exposure, when possible, or even vitamin D supplements can be a great step to rebalance your body. The ideal amount of vitamin D varies, but it's important to monitor and adjust as needed. After all, no one wants to deal with a symptom that seems harmless, but could be the tip of something much bigger. Night sweats. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night sweating, even though the room is cool? This inexplicable night sweat could be one of the signs that your vitamin D levels are below ideal. Although we often associate night sweats with factors like the climate or even stress, a vitamin D deficiency can destabilize the body's thermal regulation system, leading to episodes of excessive sweating during sleep. It's a silent but powerful signal that could be trying to warn you that something is out of balance. Imagine the discomfort of waking up in the middle of the night with soaked sheets and no apparent explanation. This symptom might be related to the impact of vitamin D deficiency on the sweat glands, which control perspiration. It's a detail that often goes unnoticed, but can be easily corrected with the proper replenishment of vitamin D. Sun exposure during the day, or the use of vitamin D3 supplements, can help regulate this function of the body and bring peaceful nights of sleep back. If you want to know how to balance your vitamin D levels practically, check the link in the comments. Therefore, if you find yourself dealing with this type of night sweating, it might be a good idea to check your vitamin D levels. In addition to improving your rest, addressing this deficiency can have positive effects in various health areas, from strengthening the immune system to reducing inflammation. A simple change can transform your quality of life. Mood swings. Have you ever wondered why your mood can change so much from one moment to the next? The answer might lie in your vitamin D levels. A deficiency of this vitamin can have a direct impact on emotional well-being, causing mood swings, irritability, and even sadness for no apparent reason. Although we often attribute these changes to external factors, such as daily stress, the truth is that a lack of vitamin D3 can be one of the most influential underlying factors. For example, imagine someone who is usually calm and centered, but begins to feel growing irritation throughout the day without a clear reason. This scenario is more common than you might think, and could be a direct reflection of vitamin D deficiency. This happens because vitamin D is involved in regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin, meaning low levels of this vitamin can alter brain chemistry, resulting in emotional instability. To reverse this situation, consider supplementation or increasing sun exposure as a simple and effective measure. So, if you've noticed sudden mood swings or a feeling of melancholy that you can't explain, it might be time to pay attention to your vitamin D levels. Small lifestyle changes, like spending a few minutes outdoors daily or incorporating vitamin D-rich foods into your diet, can make a big difference in your emotional balance. Aches and pains. That annoying pain in your back or legs, which seems to have no clear cause, could be a sign of vitamin D deficiency. Often, these persistent aches are associated with muscle or posture problems, but what many don't realize is that a lack of vitamin D can weaken the bones and cause discomfort in the lower back, pelvis, and thighs. This type of pain, which can easily be ignored or attributed to fatigue, is actually a clear symptom that your vitamin D levels might be low. Think of those days when getting out of bed feels more difficult than usual, with aches spread throughout your body, especially in the lower back. This persistent discomfort may be a sign of osteomalacia, a condition characterized by the softening of the bones due to a lack of vitamin D. Over time, this deficiency compromises bone health, making them more susceptible to microfractures and inflammation. Regular sun exposure and considering the use of supplements can be a practical solution to alleviate these symptoms. If you're experiencing frequent pain, it may be time to take a deeper look at your vitamin D levels. Adjusting your routine with light exercises, which help strengthen bones, and including vitamin D-rich foods in your diet, like fatty fish and eggs, could be an important step toward restoring your body's well-being. Don't underestimate the impact that a vitamin D deficiency can have on your physical health. Muscle weakness. Have you noticed that, despite exercising or maintaining a healthy routine, your muscle strength seems to be declining? Vitamin D deficiency could be responsible for that sense of weakness. Vitamin D plays a fundamental role in muscle function, helping with muscle contraction and development. When your levels are low, the body loses part of this capacity, which can result in muscle weakness, especially in the legs and arms. Imagine someone who used to lift weights or perform physical activities without much difficulty, but now feels weaker muscles and less endurance than before. This loss of strength may be subtle at first, but over time, if untreated, it can seriously affect quality of life. Vitamin D deficiency interferes with calcium metabolism, essential for muscle contraction, leading to reduced physical performance. A good idea is to include vitamin D3 supplements in your routine or look for outdoor activities that combine sun exposure with exercise. Therefore, if you feel that your muscle strength is not the same, it might be time to pay closer attention to your vitamin D levels. Small adjustments, like taking morning walks in the sun or consuming vitamin D-rich foods, can help restore your vitality and bring back the energy needed for your daily activities. Chronic fatigue. Waking up tired, even after a full night of sleep, can be frustrating. But did you know that vitamin D deficiency could be the reason behind this persistent fatigue? When vitamin D levels are low, the mitochondria, the energy-producing components in cells, don't function as they should. This means that, without you even noticing, your body is running on low energy, leading to a constant feeling of exhaustion. Imagine someone who sleeps 8 hours a night, but wakes up feeling just as exhausted as when they went to bed. This could be an indicator that their vitamin D levels are far from ideal. Without an adequate amount of vitamin D, the body cannot efficiently metabolize the nutrients needed to produce energy. Adding more vitamin D-rich foods to your diet or opting for supplementation can help you recover that lost energy. If you're constantly feeling drained, with no energy to face the day, it's time to pay attention to the signs your body is sending. Sun exposure, taking vitamin D supplements, and maintaining healthy eating habits are practical ways to help your body regain its energy balance and put an end to this persistent fatigue that seems never-ending. Joint stiffness. Do you know that feeling of joint stiffness when you wake up or after sitting for a long time? It could be more than just the result of an uncomfortable position. Vitamin D deficiency is also associated with joint health, particularly in maintaining collagen and cartilage. Without adequate levels of vitamin D, the body struggles to maintain the flexibility and health of these structures, resulting in stiffness, especially in the knees and fingers. Imagine someone who, after a long day sitting at work, tries to stand up and feels their joints locked up, as if their body needs extra time to loosen up. This symptom could be directly related to low vitamin D levels, which affect the body's ability to regenerate and maintain joint tissue. To prevent this stiffness from becoming a bigger issue, including vitamin D supplements and adopting a routine of light exercises, like daily stretching, can be extremely beneficial. If joint stiffness is something you've been dealing with, it might be time to investigate how much vitamin D your body is getting. Small lifestyle adjustments, like spending more time outdoors or incorporating vitamin D-rich foods into your diet, can make a significant difference in your joint health, bringing back flexibility and comfort to your movements. Brain fog. Have you ever felt like your mind is in a fog, making it hard to think or make decisions? This phenomenon, commonly referred to as brain fog, could be linked to a vitamin D deficiency. Low levels of this vitamin can compromise cognitive function, slowing down thinking and making it difficult to focus. If the brain doesn't get the right amount of vitamin D, it doesn't work optimally, leading to a constant sense of confusion and sluggishness. Imagine someone who used to easily concentrate on daily tasks, but now finds themselves struggling to focus, even on simple activities. This seemingly harmless symptom could be a sign that your body needs more vitamin D. The lack of this vitamin directly affects the ability to transmit signals between neurons, which ultimately influences the speed of thought. To help clear this fog, it's worth considering vitamin D supplementation and practicing activities that stimulate the brain, like reading or meditation. If you've noticed that your ideas are taking longer to form or your mind seems less sharp than before, it could be a sign that it's time to pay closer attention to your vitamin D levels. Small steps like walking in the sun or adjusting your diet can have a significant impact on mental clarity and the speed at which you process information. Feeling hungry after eating. Have you ever finished a full meal, only to feel hungry again shortly after? This signal could be related to a vitamin D deficiency, which directly affects the regulation of leptin and insulin, hormones responsible for controlling hunger and satiety. When your vitamin D levels are low, the body may have difficulty interpreting these signals correctly, leading to a constant feeling of dissatisfaction after eating. Imagine a person who, after a generous lunch, still feels the need to snack or simply doesn't feel completely full. This may seem like an isolated problem, but in reality, the vitamin D deficiency is interfering with the body's ability to maintain proper hormonal balance. To correct this, adjusting your diet and incorporating more vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish and fortified dairy products could be a practical and efficient solution. If you feel like you're always searching for food, even after complete meals, it might be worth evaluating your vitamin D levels. Adequate supplementation and regular sun exposure can help restore hormonal balance, allowing your body to recognize when it's truly satisfied, which in turn may reduce episodes of overeating and improve your relationship with food. Concluding, are you willing to continue ignoring the signals your body is sending, or will you take action now? If these symptoms sound familiar, click the link in the comments to find out how to fix them. Vitamin D deficiency could be the silent factor sabotaging your health, but the power to change this is in your hands. What will you do with the knowledge you've just gained? The key to a healthier, more balanced life could be something as simple as taking care of your vitamin D levels. So, how about starting today? Have you considered adjusting your diet, getting a few minutes of sun every day, or, if necessary, investing in vitamin D supplements? Small actions can bring great results. And remember, the sooner you make this decision, the faster you'll see the benefits for your health, energy, and even your mood. Now, before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more important content about health and well-being. You're just one click away from continuing to learn and transforming your life. The next step is yours.